Quick little update on redistricting and where it stands here in Indiana. To catch you up, President Trump has been pressuring states successfully to gerrymander their maps here and change them so that it'll be more difficult or impossible for them to elect Democrats ahead of the 2026 midterms. Indiana is top on his list. He's been pressuring Republican lawmakers here to do this for a while, and they've stood up to it, but that was until recently. And so they haven't had the votes to pass this, but despite that, they went ahead and called the 2026 general session into session early here in December, just so that they can look at this redistricting issue. Now, the map they've come up with is horrible. Right now, Republicans have a 7-2 advantage here in Indiana. This map they've created gerrymanders those districts so that it would give them a 9-0 advantage. It does weird things like completely splits Indianapolis into 4 different districts, and it does all kinds of crazy stuff like that around the state. It's really a terrible map. It's very clear what their intention is here, and that is to take away the voice of the voter. Now, the Indiana House looked at this redistricting map last week and basically rammed it through in 1 week. They did pass it, although there were several Republicans that voted against it. Now, this wasn't surprising because we knew that the resistance was actually going to be in the Senate, not in the House. This week, it's in the Senate, and there'll be a vote on this later in the week. Now, the Senate is where they know that they don't actually have the votes to pass this. Lots of Indiana senators have said no to this or are silent on the issue. That has not stopped the pressure. You're hearing about these swatting attempts at those no votes. Violence is being threatened against them. All kinds of different threats from different places against these Republican lawmakers because of their vote. So that's the whole idea. That was the whole point in all of this, was to call it to a vote, to put more pressure on those individuals, to try to force them, coerce them into voting in favor of this. It's really, really ugly shit. But it's being voted on in the Senate this week, so I would say keep up that pressure. If you're somebody who strongly opposes this, call your Indiana senators. Here in the South Bend area, there are several. There's Linda Rogers, Mike Bahacek, David Nizgotsky, Ryan Mishler. Call them, send them an email, and tell them how you stand on this issue. Make sure that your voice is heard before they vote to take away your voice. If this is going to pass, they know that they have to do it quickly, which is why they're trying to ram it through now before Christmas, because filing for elected office starts in a few weeks. That starts in January. So if this were to pass, they have to go back, redraw all those districts, change all kinds of stuff at both the local and state level in order to prepare for people filing for office, which again is in a few weeks.